So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be doing part 3 of the ARK creature submissions, where obviously one of these creatures is going to be coming to the official game of ARK Survival Evolved June 2022. Now obviously the last two videos we've done was the giant bison, and we also did the titanoceratops, which was like a giant trike which is meant to counteract the giga. But today we are going to be doing a returning creature, which is the Carc. Now this did actually only lose out on 1% to come to the official game last time. It's currently third on the creature submissions list. It's got 291 votes. I will go to the creature submissions list at the end of the video once we've talked about this, just in case you want to see how the voting is going. But I thought I had to cover the Carc. The comment sections are talking about it so much, and considering it was only 1% off winning compared to the Dinopithecus, it's got to be done. So obviously if you guys do enjoy today's video, smash that like button. It really does support the channel. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I know that you guys are loving these videos because we take a deep look into all different types of these creatures. Now let me just obviously repeat, I always have to for these videos, this isn't me just being like, I know I see a lot of comments saying, Dom, you know, please don't be another YouTuber promoting a creature that you want to come to the game. This isn't me promoting anything that I'm saying I want to come to the game. I'm doing all of the top suggestions that get into this and giving all of these ones a fair, obviously, voting and stuff. And I keep my vote completely quiet from what I want to do, but just to make it more fair, basically. So let's get in the video of the Carc. You guys know I call it the Carc because I never can pronounce it. It's like the Carcharodontosaurus or something like that. But anyway, let's read through this now. So the Carc is one of the most, one of the few popular large theropods that's still not added to the game. Being similar size to the T-Rex or a Giga in the real world, about around 12 to 14 meters, this guy would be a great addition to the game. There is a lot of potential when it comes to implementing this dinosaur. My favorite idea is to turn him into a less tanky but more agile Rex, but feel free to come up with your own ideas in this thread. I see way too many complaints about this dinosaur being a Giga reskin, largely because it looks similar, but it all depends on how Wildcard implement it. If they give it a lot of different abilities, which they likely will, this guy will be obviously unique and viable to the meta. Now, this was the dossier that came with, this is like an older one. It's been around for a few years. Obviously, if you do want to pause the video and read through this dossier, then you can do that. There is a really popular one that someone has put all stats about the Carc in the, in obviously the comments, which we're going to be reading for today's video. But feel free to put your own version of this in the comment section. You know, what it's going to be like wild, what it's going to be like domesticated, everything like that. But obviously this creature was so close to coming to the Lost Island, so do you think it deserves its place being 1% off the vote last time? You guys will have to let me know. Now this is obviously another picture that this person put in of the Carc. It's meant to be obviously similar to the Giga and similar to the Rex, but kind of in between. I do believe, one thing I have said for a while is that we haven't had a new proper big Carno since, like, I don't know, for a long time, like a real world dino. So I think it would be cool to see this in the game. So the one I'm going to be reading now is just about here. Now this is another picture. Shout out to BPP for this suggestion. Got some really cool pictures in. So obviously it's an aggressive carnivore. In the wild, larger than most predators on the ARK, Carc adapted some interesting features in its anatomy and behavior. First of all, it developed a bizarre hump on its back to support an extremely strong muscle mass, covered by a thick hide capable to withstand even a Giga bite, which is crazy. In fact, even the Carc is a lone predator. It will occasionally be joined by 2 specimens of its own kind and hunt down a Giga, something no other creature on the ARK would ever dare. My theory is that the Carc serves a natural balancer to keep Gigantosaurus from getting too, well, basically being the biggest and strongest dino on the ARK. Domesticated. Taming a Carc isn't an easy task at all, but those who can overcome such a challenge will be rewarded with a most valuable mount, capable of unleashing astonishing powerful bites, so powerful to break all of its jagged teeth. Fortunately for it, they grow back really fast. Thanks to the special shape of its back, this creature can be equipped with multiple seated armor saddle for carrying heavy loads and siege weapons. Survivors can trust their Carc to make them fearsome warriors, but they might want to protect their mount when its teeth are broken. What's more, survivors made the unfortunate discovery that the same hide that protects the Carc by the Giga, obviously the fearsome bite, seems to be rather vulnerable to Spinosaurus teeth and hooked claws. So obviously, a new dino that comes in ARK always has to have something really overpowered about it, but has to have some sort of downfall to impact against it. Because obviously, if nothing could take it down, then it would be the most used and most overpowered creature in ARK. So from this one, as you can see, it's going to be a Giga Hunter. Obviously not on its own. It's going to have to be in a pack of 3. But a Spino can counter it, and its teeth and claws can be very dangerous to the skin of the Carc. The info, it is tameable, obviously, as you can see from the domesticated. It is rideable, a hide saddle level 80, a metal saddle level 90. It is breedable. Favorite food, raw prime fish meat, and the size is between a Rex and a Giga. Rex arrives at the high of a Carca's hip, so a lot bigger. Its stats, I'm sure, is this a wild stats I would have thought? 5,300 health, 410 stamina, 150 oxygen, 3,500 food, 1,200 weight, melee damage 1,000 to 100, and then torpidity 5,000. The attacks, bite, 100 damage, hold for a charging ultra bite, which can go from 100 to 1,000 damage. I mean, the longer you charge, I mean, that sounds pretty crazy. And every 20 hit, it depends really, I suppose, on how much power you put into it. If those teeth do end up breaking, I suppose that depends how much power. Look forward to get a headbutt. Look at your back to get a tail swipe. So a headbutt and a tail swipe. Raw, preventing sprinting, reduced attack speed, reduced visibility. It's not prevented from teeth grow cooldown. And then space stomp, 100 damage. It only works against small creatures, so that sounds pretty awesome. So all these different abilities, during teeth grow cooldown, you won't be able to use the bite attack. The Giga Hunter, it activates when your Carc is near an enemy Giga. Every damage that your Carc deals to the enemy Gigas is 500% more effective. Meanwhile, it can only take 20% of the damage from the enemy Giga attacks. Spino Fear. It actively activates, obviously, when your Carc is near an enemy Spino. Every damage that your Carc deals to the enemy Giga is 75% less effective. Meanwhile, it takes 400% damage from the enemy Spino attacks. I mean, that might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. So this is the taming. For taming this monster, you will have to fight it, literally. Take your shield and get ready to parry its attacks. The more it hits you, the more teeth it will lose and the more torpor it will get, since it consumes energy to regrow them. It will soon get tired and you can figure out the rest. Obviously, higher the level, more hits you will have to parry. So prepare some thick extra shield or some really good ones. Once it's knocked down, you can feed it with its favorite food, which is fish, as a normal knockout taming. The location, just for saying 2 words about where you can find it, you need to know that it spawns it spawns around the map, or mainly in water in Arctic areas, or around Gigas in a group of 3. They will probably aggro the Giga for taking it down. The description, I started doing some research about classifications and probably just the actual, the way the Carc actually used to be. And he's got some inspiration from the ARK Carcharodontosaurus and the Concavenator. I remember doing a video on both of those. So I think, I think this is just something, a little bit of something interesting information all about some of the other ones, especially from Jurassic World as well. So if you do want to obviously check this out, it is on the creature submissions page. I mainly just wanted to talk about the taming and some of the things that this Carc could actually have. But I think it sounds fantastic. And I really do believe that this obviously deserves its place in the game, considering it got so close to coming last time. But it is going to be very, very tough tough this time round because there are so many good votes at the moment and lots of people want to see this in the game. Now, if you want to make your vote, this is the current creature submissions page. We obviously go to sort by most votes. So currently winning with 518 was the Bison that we did in yesterday's video. Then the Titanoceratops still in second, and the Carc currently is in third place with 291 votes. So all you have to do is type in ARK creature submissions on anywhere on Google or anything like that, or you can go to the home page of Survive the Ark and click on the most recent post, and it will take you to the creature submissions page. If you read through, you can find the link to it here. And then if you have an account and you're all set up, you can click vote or create your own what creature you want to come to the game. But there is lots more to come, and I can't wait for more episodes of this creature submissions. You guys are so talented putting these great ideas in. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's see how this voting goes. Now, if you do remember, the voting is set into the top 10 creatures that can make it into the game. So the next thing, so whatever makes it to the top 10 of this list will make it into the next round, and then the winner of the top 10, they'll do a vote, and then whatever wins the vote of that will come to the game June 2022. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later, and I hope you enjoyed.